Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 3 at Origins.
Good morning. We are here with Garrett and John, and they are going to show us Beyond the Event Horizon.
How's it going, guys? We're from Magic Beast Game Design. Really excited to show off this game for you. This is Beyond the Event Horizon. It's a 4X space tile game that focuses on the space combat. So instead of an 8-hour game that takes forever and you get 5 combats game, and this is a 2-hour game in which you're going to get 30 to 50 multiplayer combats in a game. It's a lot more fast-paced. It's World War II in space. It's not Star Trek. It's Saving Private Ryan with spaceships. So to really maximize the integrated play, we really hate it when you play a strategy game and everyone's turn takes a half hour. So you basically spend an hour and a half going and getting chips. It really takes you out of the game. This is integrated building phase. A lot of it's simultaneous play, which also helps us get in that 2-hour play time. So we're going to go through 4 phases. We're going to go through a build phase, move phase, capture phase, after the combat, and a reset phase. The board's going to randomize every game. So we've been developing and playing this game for about 5 years. I have yet to have 2 games go the same, which means you're going to have to change your strategy every time you play this game, which is something I love. So he's going to figure out what he's going to do to explore that space. What's your strategy, John?
Well, I have this special upgrade, a scavenger, so I'm thinking of moving some of these drone mothers into these debris fields to up my production here, since scavengers, they'll be able to go into those debris, gather materials, and get me more money. So what I need to do is get some way to help these things move. I'm thinking I'm going to spend 4 production, 2 production for the base upgrade, and then 1 for every ship of that type on the board. Since there's 2 drone mothers on the board, I'm going to go ahead and put flat cannons on there. That's going to be 4 of my 9 production. That leaves me with 5. I'm going to spend 3 more to buy another drone mother here, and that leaves me with 2. The last 2 I'm going to go ahead and spend to buy 1 more cruiser. Then I'll place my 2 order markers. I'm going to move from here and from here for the time being. And I am actually going to place the exploratory vehicle where Garrett has already placed it during the prep, and that will complete my build phase.
All right, so that ends the build phase. Once the build phase ends, we're going to reveal these tiles. Another debris field in front of me. That's a lot of fun. This is the one I really need. There we go. Nice juicy planet. Okay, so that's a nice big yellow planet with a wormhole tile on it. The yellow planet's going to get a tech upgrade. Same thing with these 2. So John really lucked out because he can grab some of that technology upgrade. Gives him more opportunities on how to customize his ship with the more technology he has. So you're going to activate your first order marker.
And I'm going to do 1, and flat cannons actually doesn't reduce movement. I can't actually do that thing. I'm messed up already. I know what I'm doing. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2. I'm going to put that guy there. Just get ready in case I need to move next turn. I have that movement ready to go.
I'm going to activate these guys first. Go over here so I can explore some more space. Just put them over here. Go ahead.
All right. Then I do my second order marker. I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. That takes 1, 2, and I put them there. And I'm going to move these ships into this tile to fight against these marauders that are sitting here.
Then I'm going to move my second group. Definitely want to take that planet, so I'm going to leave at least a drone mother there. And then I'm going to move my rest of my fleet. 1. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to leave them there. I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that.
How much production do you have?
13. I gained 4 production since I have a drone mother in that debris field, thanks to my scavenger special upgrade.
Sounds good. All right. So that'll end the movement phase. We have 1 combat to go through. We're going to show you how that works right now. So John has 1 gunship, which will roll 3 gray dice, and each of those cruisers will roll a gray dice as well. Then the Marauders will roll 2 gray dice.
One more.
One more. Combat goes really simple. He rolls for hits. Marauders roll for hits. Looks like he has 3 hits, which will take out the Marauders, and 1 hit, so he'll have to take a hit himself.
Yep. Casualties are taken after everybody's rolled their dice.
Okay.
You really want to make sure the combat goes quick like that.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be 30 plus combats, and they really draw down the game. We had a really complicated combat.
So,
Absolutely.
since I won a combat, I get to go. You can move that for me, Garrett. I get to go up 1 on the victory point tracker.
For winning a combat.
And then since I beat Marauders, I also get to grab a new black market upgrade.
So
You start with 1, but if you want to get more, you got to beat those neutral forces to get 1. I get to look at both of these and pick which one I want. I'm going to go with this one. Space Laser.
What does Space Laser do?
Before movement phase, I'll be able to take from my ships, pick a tile up to 2 tiles away, and roll these dice. For every hit I get to destroy a ship.
I pulled out of it, just by a little bit. Okay. Now the way this
Last ship
works,
standing.
the biggest bit of the bigger and better battles get the most victory points. So because there were 4 opponents in that battle, I'm going to get 4 victory points for winning that battle, which now puts me at the winning. So again, we really wanted to simulate like this is space, the final front line. It's World War I trenches in space. So the combat's really chaotic. We can get these big multiplayer combats most of it in that 2-hour play time, 30 to 50 of them. And it just moves, it's quick pace. You don't get bogged down with resource management or anything else or civilization building. It's just the space combat. Because that's what we really loved about those games. That's what we really wanted to highlight.
Yeah.
So.
Now, is this going to Kickstarter? Is this going straight to retail?
This got funded on Kickstarter last year.
Oh, did it? Okay.
So we're playing it on June 20th, 2025 at Origins. It's shipping like right now.
Okay.
So we're running a special on our site till the end of the month, till June 30th, for 15% off when you use promo code FOMO. And then once it ships, it's good to go, and then you can buy it off our site or any retailers that carry it in Grand Rapids. So,
Yeah. And if you end up doing the pre-order, you end up getting
right.
Scoundrels and Sabotage, one of our expansions. That adds a new deck of cards that you get to play. Those that you place face down, your opponents don't get to see those ones, and you gain Scoundrels every turn. You spend those Scoundrels to re-roll dice and sabotage your opponents.
yes. We got a lot of expansions planned out for this. We got 1 that we hit our stretch goal. A WMD in the bag.
Is it in this bag? Yeah, there it is. Weapons of Mass Destruction.
That's for $10 on our site right now. That will add a lot of stuff to your game as well. It adds things like space nukes, gravity bombs, more planetary enhancements to really make it chaotic in case you're that much of a psychopath.
I will say I love Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Oh my goodness, yes. So we're really proud of this. We spent 5 years developing it. It's one of our favorite games that we've ever played. One of our favorite games we've ever made. We're really happy to bring it out to people and see what they like. So.
Okay, we are here now with Jared from CGE. He is going to show us some of the new releases that they have coming out this year.
Hey, I'm Jared from CGE, as mentioned. And so here's some things that we have coming out this year. First of all, we have our newest editions of Codenames. So our brand new editions after 10 years of Codenames, we've re-released the legendary product. We have obviously the refreshed artwork on the boxes, but in addition to that, there's more inside because we have a recycled plastic insert to keep everything nice and organized. We have a streamlined 4-page rulebook that is a lot more visual and then easier for players to jump into and understand. We have a rewood stand for your key card there. And then the one thing that Codenames players are really going to notice with this game is that we have taken data from Codenames Online and the Codenames app, and we were able to understand which cards really weren't conducive to good gameplay. We were able to remove that percentage of cards and replace them with cards that were a lot better. So with that, you're going to have less of those situations where players are going to get stuck because they get a grid of cards where there's a word or two that just really won't go with anything else. So yeah, people who are really used to code names, that's going to be the big thing they're going to notice. They're going to really like that the plastic or the recycled plastic insert, I should say. And we've done that not only just with the base game Codenames, but also with Codenames Duet and Codenames Pictures. So we've refreshed all 3 of those editions. All right, and then if we step over here, what you're looking at here is Wispwood. So Wispwood is an exciting new game that we have coming out. You're going to be drafting tiles and placing them in a grid over 3 rounds. Every game is going to have some different scoring abilities based on each wisp, so it mixes it up each time you play. You're going to draft a wisp from the board every turn, and then you have the shapes here on the left and right. You have to be able to create that shape in your grid as you draft a tile. So you'll draft, let's say you draft this one, you can either choose this shape or this shape. You'll draw 3 face down tree tiles, or however many you need to complete. If I was trying to complete that, I would draw 3. If I was just trying to do that, I would draw 2, because I already have the 3rd one here. And then you will place that in your grid. And then once one player completes their 4x4 grid, everyone will have to finish the round. Some players may not be able to complete their grid because they didn't get everything in there quick enough, or they had some odd shapes and they weren't able to accomplish what they were looking to do. So after the end of that round, everyone will score, and then you'll take your trees up. You'll be able to actually move your cat, and then you go to a 5x5 grid. And then so your wisps remain, so you can kind of use these cards, which will stay in play for the entire game, and maybe work towards a certain scoring condition that you're working on, like maybe you're working towards all the trees or the pumpkins or a combination of things. And then you do a 5x5 grid, you pull them up again, and then you do a 6x6 grid, and then that's the end of the game after that scoring of rounds.
It's a beautiful game.
Yes,
Love the art.
The artwork is very well done. All right, and then over here,
I'll come on this
yeah,
side.
go right ahead. We are looking at this SETI expansion, SETI Space Agencies. So in SETI Space Agencies, we are revealing some new content with 3 new aliens, and then you're also going to have 11 new agencies that you're going to be able to play with. So whenever you take on an agency, you get some quick start cards as well as some additional resources. It's going to help move the game along and really just jump right into the gameplay. And then gives you those asymmetric abilities. So each player kind of has a different thing that they're able to do based on their agency. So it adds some variety to the game as well. Increasing the content with our new aliens, the different agencies that you can play as, and then the quick start cards. So it really enhances the game quite a bit. For those that really love SETI, it's going to be a welcome addition. All right, and then for our Galaxy Trucker fans, we have our new expansion, Galaxy Trucker Do What? So in Galaxy Trucker Do What, you're going to have a whole bunch of new missions that you're going to be able to take on here. And they're very dangerous and chaotic. And then you also have these VIP astronauts who are very fussy, and they have different demands that they need you to meet in order for them to board your ship and ride along. So this game introduces a lot more chaos and some exciting missions to run through that kind of give you some variability with each game. So it's a really, really fun new expansion for the Galaxy Trucker world. And then finally, we have Moo and More, which is a Heidelbear title, which CGE is distributing Heidelbear here in the US. And so with this game, we have a trick-taking game. that has a really fun mechanic where you are bidding to be the crown or the shield player. The crown player gets to dictate what the high trump is. The shield gets to dictate what the low trump is for each round. The way that you bid is you take cards from your hand and you place them face down in front of you. And then the next person can increase or pass and go around and around until the player who's played the most face up cards from their hand gets to be the crown player. Whoever's played the second most is the shield player. And then the crown player chooses a teammate. Everyone else is on the shield team. And then those players that are on teams have to work together to meet a certain score each round. And then they get bonuses based on that. Now the thing is the cards that you've played face up, they stay face up. So you still have to use them in play, but other players are going to know what you have. So it does create a little bit of a dilemma there for you because all those are face up. You still have to use them, but you choose what your trumps are going to be based on what you played face up on the table.
Interesting. That sounds difficult.
Difficult,
but in a good way.
Yeah. It's one of those that after you play it like a couple rounds, you really start to pick it up, and it's cool because each round you could be on teams with a completely different person. It's like you and I were working together in the first round, and then the second round, all of a sudden now you're the shield player and I'm the crown, and it really mixes things up.
Interesting. Very cool.
Right. So, because we have a little bit less time, I'm not going to open a lot of things. Like, I'm going to try not to. Sometimes that doesn't help. So, Twinkle Twinkle is going to be our big Gen Con release. This is by Ammon Anderson. If you are going to Gen Con, we're going to be having a huge launch party for that, so definitely look out for that email. This is going to be a cozy drafting where you're drafting constellation tiles onto a board. It is 1 to 4 players. We do have the expansion here, the How I Wonder. These are the upgraded acrylic tokens, the player tokens there. And we also have an extraterrestrial mini expansion that I guess I did not bring out. It's got UFOs and little Martians. So that's going to be our big hit. We think it's going to be River Valley Glassworks style, like mega hit. So very beautiful game. If you would like to play it, it's on Board Game Arena. So anybody can play that on Board Game Arena right now. Next one I have for you is going to be Waddle. Waddle is a Correy von Morsel title. Previously was Gypsy King. It is now Waddle. In this game, you are looking to have area majority and create the longest waddles. You place out the board by shuffling up the titles and depending on your player number, placing them out. You'll use this little black ring here to notate which little hole you're on, little water hole, fishing hole. And you will start placing, you can either place a penguin adjacent to that watering hole, or you can pass. So you'll be using a marble tracker to notate your turn order, which is very cool. So if you're going to continue, you'll just move your marble to the back of the line. If you're going to pass, you'll move your marble to the next track to be higher up in turn order for the next turn. And you'll continue going 1, 2, 3, and keep going. At the end of the game, you're going to be scoring the length of penguins you can get in a row for every waddle. A single penguin on its own might be 1, but 8 penguins will be 36 points. So waddles are important in this game. You'll also be scoring the fish. There's little fish in these little watering holes, and that's area majority for that. So whoever has the most fish around that little pond will get the most fish available. So for example, if this pond has 6 and 4 fish, whoever has the most around it will get 6 fish. Second most will get 4 fish. Third won't get anything, and so on and so forth. So this is Waddle. Very, very cute. It's in our 1 minute to teach line. 2 to 5 players, about 15 minutes. Very cute title.
Love the cover.
Yeah, right? And then this was all part of one Kickstarter. So the last one I have for you is Merchants of Andromeda. If you're a Rainer Knizia fan, you may be familiar with Merchants of Amsterdam. That is what this is inspired off of. So this game has a lot of little mini games in it. It is also Dutch auction. So if you're an auction person, this will have an app companion with it. It is optional. It is not necessary, but it just adds a little bit niceness to it. It'll have a timer for your Dutch auctions that you will utilize to make it easier for those. And I forgot to mention in Twinkle Twinkle, there will also be an optional app.
Oh, good.
The app for that one, again, optional. If you take a picture of your board, your player board at the end, it will score it for you.
Oh, nice.
You'll just notate what tiles the scoring abilities that you used. So that's everything from that Kickstarter. Again, all Gen Con releases fulfilling to Kickstarter backers in the next few weeks, like mid to end of July.
Okay.
Then we'll just go ahead and go over to these guys really quick. These two are coming out July 8th with the Sail Legacy Kickstarter. They're both trick takers. Savage Bowl is going to be a must-follow trick taker. In the first half of this trick taking game, the referees are going to be they're doing their job, all right? If you win the trick, you get a yellow card because you're too savage. You're definitely cheating here. So the second person actually wins the trick.
Okay.
The second half of the game, the referees give up. They're like, whatever, you're done. But I am going to show you the art. While I don't have the rule book for it, a few cool things. The Trump suit
Oh, wow.
is this incredible foil cards. Again, art is pretty final, but again, this is a prototype. So that's the Trump suit. It's 1 through 13 for the regular cards and 1 through 8 for your Trump suit. But some crazy art here by the Miko. Like, they're just very
I
cool.
love that.
So that is Savage Bowl. Likely out beginning Q1 of 2026 is what we are expecting, but no promises. Sick Tricks is another trick-taking game. This one is going to be mechs holding a skateboarding competition. So it gets a little crazy in here. I don't have the rule book for this one, but I will show you the art for it. The art is pretty incredible. So you have the suit of skeletons. You've got your marsupials or your like monkeys. Then we've got aliens. So it gets pretty incredible. I've got one more suit to show you. I do believe this is the Trump suit. The mechs are going to be your Trump suit, if I'm not mistaken.
Very punk.
Pretty crazy. They've got like prediction cards and things like that. I don't have as much information about this one, so I can just show you some art and things. All right, and the last one I have from this little line, this one's likely going to come out in Q4 of this year, is Pinatas. It's by Rainer Knizia. This one I really love. It is all about staying in as long as you can without being the last person. So I'll show you my favorite suit. So you've got these beautiful, cute little pinatas, right? They're all adorable. They're having a great time. So as you stay in longer, you get more points, but here, we'll do this guy. He's my favorite. Here he is. He's all good. He got hit. Oh, no. What happened? He keeps getting hit. This is nonsense. And he just keeps getting wailed on. This poor guy. Jeez. And then finally, it's him.
That's fantastic.
And the elephant's my second favorite because water starts coming out of him. I don't know where the water comes from. This poor, I don't know, the candy must be soggy because he just has water coming out of him everywhere. It's crazy. All the way to 15. And then the poor classic pinata starts losing his eye somewhere. There goes his eye. It's crazy. Poor guy.
Somehow both cute and brutal.
Yeah. All art is by Dom 2D. So that's Pinatas. The last few games I have for you are in our tiny box line. So these are going to be these 4 games here. So we've got Soda Jerk and Vivo, which are going to be releasing the weekend of Gen Con. These 2 will be out a little bit earlier for our medallion holders who have backed our Kickstarters. Llama Llama is in the Panda Panda family.
Okay.
If you're familiar with games like Cat Poker and Dog Poker, this is Dog Poker.
Okay.
So it's very cute. It's a drafting game where you're using shared scoring abilities here. So everybody picks a card and places it in the middle. And they reveal a scoring card one by one. Some of the scores can be, at the end of the game, any C's in your hands are worth 3 points, or AABB could be 10 points, but maybe 2 people put C's in the middle. So at the end of the game, C's would be now worth 6 points. and AABB would be worth 20 points, which is very cool. A's, this one gets you, there's only one G in the full deck. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G could get you 50 points. I have seen somebody get 100 points by getting it because there was 2 A's. But each of them have a different scoring ability. They give you a score for a single letter and then a score for some sort of combo. And you'll all put those in. You'll then pass cards from your hand around. And then you'll reveal another one, pass more cards, reveal, pass, and then reveal what you have and score it. It's very clever. But yeah, so it says, yeah. So try to guess the gold card players have chosen to make the best scoring hand. So you want to try to guess what people put in there, but you don't quite know. Vivo's been one of my favorites. This is a trick taker all about music. It is a re-implementation, so this game has been out before, but we took it and put it in a tiny box. This one is really cool. It's 3 to 4 players, and you're playing with a harmony deck. And what that means is it's going to notate what kind of trick-taking game. So sometimes there's always must-follow trick takers, and there's like all kinds of stuff like that. This one's going to show you what you have to do. So if we were playing in a 4-player game and we got a solo, whoever start might say, oh, I want to put a 5. Because it's a solo, we all have to play on suit. So a solo is a must-follow. So the next person would need to play green, and everybody would want to play green. Maybe that last person doesn't have a green card. They'd have to play off harmony. So in this trick-taking game, 2 people score per trick, the highest and the lowest, as long as you're on harmony. If you're not in harmony, you just get kicked out of the song. So they don't score at all. So now it's up to these 3. This person played the highest, so they get to keep their card to score at the end of the game. They'll flip it over, and it'll be worth 2 points at the end of the game. The person who played the lowest gets to keep their card in front of them face up, and it scores exactly whatever the value is at the end of the game. And everybody else discards the card.
Interesting.
Whoever plays the lowest gets to start the next trick. And we know, following up, that it's going to be a duet. What that means now is there has to be a total of 2 suits played. So say they start and they play a red 12. The next player might go, oh, I like that. I'm going to play a red as well. And we're going to go back to this third player over here is like, oh, well, I'm going to play this 7 because that's what I want to do. There are now 2 suits on the board. No other suits can be played. So green and blue cannot come out at this point. This last player can play red, or they may play white. It's really up to them. So say they go ahead and they play, what can I do to make, oh, actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do to show you, because this is a cool thing that it does too. We are going to play this. Who has the highest suit? Oh, I have thrown a wrench. The person who played later gets to be the highest suit. So they are now the highest suit, putting their card upside down and earning 2 points, and they missed out on it. This one has the lowest suit, so they keep it and they go out. Trio's the same thing except for with 3.
Okay.
Quartet's the same thing with 4. If you're playing with 4 players, you'll remove the quartet and 1 suit of cards.
Okay.
And that is essentially that. You'll play 2 rounds, most points wins. At the end, you'll score. So, for example, if this is what I had in front of me at the end of the game, I'd have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. I love this one. This one, the theming is so good on it.
Sounds like one that would be a big hit with us.
Yeah. All right, and Soda Jerk. Soda Jerk is designed by Chris Yee. He is a Dice Tower member, or celebrity, I should say. In this game, I will pull this one out. It's a little bit easier to explain that way. You can play 2 to 4 players. These switcheroo cards are only played in a 2-player game. I'll explain those in a second. Everybody gets one of these clever little cards. It tells you there's 9 cards of each suit. So there'll be 4 1s, 3 2s, and 2 3s of each little suit that you have up here. On your turn, you can do one of 2 things. So we'll get it set up here. You put out all of your taps. B-side has more advanced variants if you're wanting to have a little bit more replayability. All right, so I'll get that in a second. That's fine. All right. So we've got all of our taps out. On your turn, you'll get a certain number of cards. I believe it's 12 in this game. On your turn, you will either place down a card in front of a tap. The first turn, everybody must place one. So we're going to say that there's 2 of us playing, so we both place cards. All further turns, you can either place a card face down in front of a tap, or you may reveal one. So say it's my turn again, and I place this here, and you go, I don't trust you. So you, on your turn, go, I'm going to look at what it is. And you've realized I've been a little dishonest. So how it works is every fruit underneath a tap, if it's the same fruit, will act as positive points.
Okay.
If it's not the same fruit, it'll act as negative points. The numbers matter. You'll notice the numbers in here will matter being played onto the board. So if this was played here, this would be -2 kiwi because there's only an off-brand fruit and it's a 2. Whatever you have left in your hand at the end of the game, so say this is our hand at the end of the game, and I'll put some more in here to kind of give you a good example. I like this card.
Do you know where PA games are?
They're down straight to the left. All right. All right. So say the end of the game has been triggered. That'll happen when a player has 3 cards at the start of their turn. All players flip consecutively or all placed cards are face up. Once the game is triggered, you're going to reveal everything. There was some dishonesty over here. All right, we're mixing some things up here. Oh no, the switcheroo card. All right, so this hand would get 2 points for their orange card. Now, when they're in your hand for scoring, the numbers don't matter. It's just however many cards you have. So you currently have 2 points for your orange. You don't have any blueberries, so you're good here. This is -4 points for kiwi. However, somebody placed a switcheroo card in here, which means it's 4 points for kiwi. Because it switches the negative to a positive or the positive to a negative. If when it's placed, and that is only used in a 2-player game to add a little bit more into that. And then the bananas, what happened here? Bananas are worth 1 point because it was worth 3 and then somebody messed it up, it's worth 1. So here you have 2 points. Oh, strawberries, sorry. Strawberries are worth nothing because they got next 2. So you have 2 points, 0 points there, so 2. You have a kiwi, which is amazing, so you have 4, so that's 5 points. And then 6, 7, so you have 7 points. And you keep going for, I believe it's 3 rounds. And that is Soda Jerk. So it's literally, you're trying to be a little bit of a jerk.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. All right, and the last one I have for you is Terrible Quest. It's part of the Tiny Box line. Terrible Quest is it's chaos. It's gonna be chaos in a box, okay? There we go. Terrible Quest. I don't know if you noticed anything in that name there. Terrible. I don't know if you know what you're gonna be doing now. In this game, you can play 1 to 50 players. It's however many pieces of sheets you have of the same type. If you're playing with green, everybody plays with green. If you're playing with black, everybody plays with black.
Okay.
This is the standard. This is the more advanced. They are made out of a different weight of paper. This one you can see through a little bit better.
Okay.
This one is thicker, real hard to see through. So, in this game, there's going to be cards out depicting monsters that you want to tear out of your sheet. So, this one in particular wants spellbooks and slime. Depending on how many spellbooks and slime you get, is the points you get. You need to tear it out perfectly. So if you get 2 slimes and a spellbook, you get 3 points. But if you add like an additional axe in here or tear something in half, it doesn't count.
Okay.
You'll also need to be aware that there's things on the back of the paper, like curses that can give you -2 points, coins that can give you an additional point, or chests that can give you an additional 2 points. This is chaos, so either there's 2 types of people who play this game. People who are dead silent, the whole group's dead silent, or everybody's screaming at each other. There's no 2 buts about it. And there are different monsters. There's the mega monster that you'll play with 2. So these are some of the different guys that you can get. and then the bosses as well. And then there's bonus cards that can do things like reveal the unused monster card and score it this round only. You can do things like this, a weapon collector, and get any 3 weapons, you get 2 points, all kinds of stuff to change up the game. So that is Terrible Quest.
All right, hey guys, look who I found. It is Corey from Travel the Board.
What's up, brother?
How's the show going for you so far?
Oh, it's been awesome. This is my first Origins. I've only ever been to Gen Con and like very small local conventions up to this point. So this is very different, but I'm loving it. The biggest difference for me so far is like Gen Con, I'm so busy. I've got so much going on all the time. I might get to play 1 game the entire weekend. I've played 16 this weekend already. It's a record by a lot for me. So the number of games I've got to play is the hugest difference because I have a lot more time and willingness to do so.
That's one of my favorite things about Origins is the fact that you have time to play games. You're not running back to back. You can get through the dealer hall without too much trouble.
We are recording in the middle of an aisle and we can breathe. It's crazy. Like at Gen Con, we would have already been hit 7 times.
Yeah, if I had my arm out like this, it'd be knocked off by now. Yeah, was there anything in particular you were looking forward to seeing at the show?
Oh yeah, so I picked up some great games. I picked up the Galileo game. That was fantastic. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I've been staring at other people playing it. Like mine is at the B&B. I'll play it when I get home. I picked up Iliad. I picked up some of the All Play games. All Play always has such an incredible booth. I love their booth at every single place they go to because
100%.
They've got someone demoing every single game. They've got new games. It feels like every single convention. So All Play kills it. So honestly, the new games is the big thing for me. So I've got like 5 or 6 full bags at the house, and I've got to do my haul video when I get back and show everybody what I got.
Excellent. Well, if you're not familiar with Travel the Board, definitely go check him out. Some great content, especially when it comes to Gen Con. If you are traveling to Gen Con, especially if it's one of your first times going, check out his channel. He has got a great how-to.
Yep. Oh, dude, first timers at Gen Con is incredible. Yeah, anybody, if you're going for the first time, I want you to let me know. I will help you in any way I can because I love seeing that sparkle in your eyes when you look around and you're like, all right, I've never done anything like this. This is incredible. I can spot you from across the room.
Excellent. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. Hey, keep up the good work. The channel's awesome. Subscribe.
Appreciate it.
All right, hey everybody, we have made it to the end of day 3 here at Origins 2025. Another busy day. This morning I had a chance to check out Beyond the Event Horizon from Magic Beasts, and then I got a chance to look at some new games coming up from CGE and All Play. And then while I was doing that, the girls were out exploring. What did you guys take a look at?
We looked at the last couple rows of the vendor hall that we didn't see yesterday. And then we went to the North Market.
And we got pretzels and boba tea there. At the vendor hall, we got tiaras.
The girls got tiaras. And then I ended up meeting up with them later. We did go back to the North Market, got our hot chicken takeover, and then picked up crepes from, what's it called? Holy Crepes?
I think Holy, yeah.
Holy Crepes. I didn't try any, but they smelled amazing. And then, what else? Oh, Jenny's ice cream. Yes, that's right. Jenny's ice cream. That's kind of a must do when we're here. Let's see. Then what? We spent some time in the open gaming area. Played Don't Get Stabbed. Everybody got stabbed.
Yep.
And then The Way of the Bear, which is a 2018 title from Rio Grande. I had not heard of it, but it was a very cute game. Had a lot of little, really cool little bear miniatures in it. What did you guys think of that one?
It was really fun.
I had a huge army of bears. It was amazing.
I forgot to play the game, but I had a huge army of bears. I kept drawing bears.
The point was to collect bears.
And my
Yeah, and then grabbed some Mikey's Late Night Slice on the way back to the hotel. Now we're just kind of relaxing. I'm getting ready to start editing the video for today, and we're gonna kind of rest up and get ready for our last day in Columbus tomorrow. Boo.
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 But we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. It sounds like after 1 in the morning.
It's
We've
getting
lost our
late.
minds.
No, don't turn.
Oh, on me. Me.
Yes. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. We're not gonna make it out of Columbus alive.